Welcome to the channel. So my name is Tom Woodham and I'm a physiotherapist specializing in cardiac health and preventative exercise. And today I'm just going to break down why I do what I do. So what got me into this and why I've chosen the career online instead of the typical physiotherapist in clinic career. So to get things started, we need to go back to basics. So in 2022, I started my physiotherapy degree. Throughout that degree, I did extra courses like a level 4 strength and conditioning. I did some level 3 personal training, and I really got immersed into the world of fitness, but kind of before people get ill. So a lot of the training, working with sports teams, stuff like that. So I really enjoyed that kind of stuff. Then throughout the degree, I did 1,000 hours of clinical placement, and I saw the other end of the spectrum, and I saw people that are really sick. So I worked in intensive care units, typical clinics, but then also out in the community in care homes, seeing the effects of poor longevity and also just general illness. So it wasn't very nice, but I learned those skills. Fast forward to summer 2025, I graduated with a first class honours degree, so a BSc. And for those of you outside of the UK, a first class is basically the best degree you can get. You have to average over 70% in all of your grades and your placements. So for me, it's a pretty good achievement for me to have achieved. I got that from Brunel University in London. And yeah, so that's what I got in summer 2025. And moving on from that, I was excited. I was like, I've done my placements, I've got my experience, and I'm ready to get into the world of work. Unfortunately, that was not the case. I finished, and this is what I was met with. 20 jobs across the entire UK, so the entire Great Britain, 20 jobs for physiotherapy graduates. I mean, the supply is just too small for the demand. There was 3,000 graduates and 20 jobs. There was no chance I was gonna get one. There were none in my area. I applied for them, I just didn't get them. And then firsthand as well, through my clinical placements, I've seen the strain that the NHS or the health service in the UK, I've seen the strain they're under. There's not enough staff for the amount of sick people. And then just globally, you can see that there's too many sick people and there's no one to treat them. And I thought this was wrong. So considering this, I thought, what can I do to make this better, to solve this problem? And I went back to my previous experience, preventative exercise. Getting people strong typically means they have longer and healthier lives. If you're strong and you're fit, you're gonna be fitter and healthier long term. That's why I come into the online space. Before I graduated, I was making content, but after graduation, I really locked in. I've been doing daily, multiple times a day content, and that's what I plan to do going forwards. From now, I'm going to be expanding my content to more educational content. I'm gonna be bringing in things like props, and the whole plan is to make healthcare accessible to people. I don't want people having to be reactive with their healthcare and react to something that's gone wrong. Instead, I want people to be proactive with their healthcare. I want them to get out into the community, get exercising, have healthy diets, so then they don't get sick in the first place. So overall, the goal is to make easily digestible healthcare advice that can prevent these illnesses to a certain extent. Obviously, I cannot prevent you from falling over and hurting your leg or getting some kind of illness that just has nothing to do with exercise. But I can help you with the more modifiable things. For example, heart disease is going to be a big one. We're going to be going into breaking down the structure and function of the heart and how you can protect it, joint issues and how you can protect your joints and get strong. All of these different things is my goal going forwards in terms of content. So if you want to be a part of this, if you want to learn for yourself how you can be proactive with your healthcare, or if you're on the other side of the spectrum and you just want to see what I'm doing and follow along, I'm going to aim to put out 2 videos every single week alongside my regular short form content. So feel free to hit the sub button, follow along, and then we'll just see what happens, because it's going to be a bit of fun and hopefully you will learn something along the way.